Hello everybody, what is up, Prof here. As you can see today, we're going to be doing another figurized standard build. This time we are doing Kuuga. Of course, one of the first Heisei riders from the year 2000. So yeah, this is one of the ones I got for Christmas, which is definitely really cool. I got a couple of, was it at least four? I want to say four, and then two Gundam models, so we'll definitely have a lot of model buildings coming up pretty soon. But yeah, so of course we're going to do our usual style. We're going to go ahead, take a look around the box, check all the pieces it comes with, then we're going to go ahead and build it, and then I'll go ahead and give you guys my final thoughts on the model. So let's go ahead and get to it. Alright, so here we are with the model right here. As you can see, we got Kuuga in his mighty form right there at the front. If we look on the side right here, it's going to be a little bit of a preview of what the model is going to look like once it's fully built. See, we got some of his classic poses. They give you kind of like a effect for his foot for when he does his rider kick. Got this one, it looks like, I'm guessing he's flipping through the air from what I can tell. Of course we got this classic thumbs up pose, and of course we get a good little selection of hands for different poses we want to do. On this side of the box, looks like we got some pictures from the show, a bit of a brief description, which, oh yeah, definitely it's kind of cool because I don't know if you can see it on camera, but they do actually have it translated in English right here, so that's a cool little touch with these coming to the US and everything. And then of course we got our stand that comes with it, then yeah, another bunch of the safety stuff, and then a picture of the model itself. So yeah, let's go ahead, open it up and see all the stuff it comes with. So right out of the box we got our gold pieces, which is going to be kind of like his shoulders, his wrist, ankles and all that, and of course his horns. Then we got the red pieces of the arm right here. Like I said, this is definitely probably going to be a bit more of a simpler build, kind of like Decade was, just because it's pretty easy armor to put together, so it's probably going to be a pretty quick one, but still fun. So yeah, then of course we got all our stickers. And of course right here, yeah, we got his visor, I think for his belt right there, then the little rider kick effect. And this looks like a lot of the main body parts and the hands. Then of course we got our, yeah, looks like the last bits of just kind of like the joints and everything. And we got our little stand, which I do like. You can actually, recently I started kind of combining two models on one stand sometimes, just because it kind of saves a little bit of space on my shelf. But yeah, then of course we got our instruction manual. So this one's, yeah, like I said, it's not super thick, but it's pretty sizable amount. And of course, yeah, we got all the different stuff right here. I noticed, I don't know if this one has it, but I noticed a lot of the newer ones sometimes have been basically giving you instructions to use the Kamen Rider Decade one with it. I don't think this one has it though. Yeah, it looks like this one's probably one of the only ones that does it, but a few of the figurized standard models I have been getting have actually been having an extra part just to add Kamen Rider Decades to the front if you want to do it that way. But yeah, so that's about it. So let's go ahead and get started with the building. Alright, and here we are with the final model right here. So this is definitely a pretty quick one, but it was definitely fun. I was able to literally do this like in probably less than a day. So yeah, it's definitely a pretty fast build, but honestly pretty enjoyable. I definitely had fun building this one. But yeah, so I had this issue with the Agito one as well, and it basically comes down to the panel lining. Luckily with this one, it kind of ended up turning into one of those happy accidents where it actually looks pretty cool. So we'll go ahead and zoom in right here. As you see on the collar, I was trying to basically do his little symbols right there, but the only issue is when you go to wipe it away, it actually starts taking off the gold finish for some reason. But in this case, it actually kind of looks pretty cool, so I was like, you know what, I'm actually not mad about that because that kind of looks pretty sick. So that was pretty cool. The only other parts, yeah, it kind of is a pain with is when you got to do stuff like the anklets or his basically wrist right here. So you have to be really careful. I had to be kind of like, yeah, a lot more extra, because usually when you're panel lining, you can just, you know, oh, I made a mark right here, I'll just wipe it off. But these ones you got to worry about because I don't want to take off the gold paint. I remember it was hard to do panel lining even on Agito because his chest piece, when I went to go try to get either my finger or a little bit of rubbing alcohol just to get the pen off, it basically was starting to take off the gold finish. So I don't know what it is, but you gotta be really careful these gold finishes when you're doing these models. But other than that, definitely pretty happy with how this one came out. So you can get a bit of a close-up. As you can see, yeah, definitely looks really cool. I had just the standard little statue for the longest time, but finally glad to get another figurized standard into my collection. The belt definitely came out pretty nice. Essentially just two stickers right here in the clear piece, and then of course I did a little bit of extra panel lining on the side just to add a little bit more effects. And then yeah, of course, all through right here I did a little bit on the back, and then even with his little symbols all around here. So yeah, all in all, definitely pretty happy. And yeah, I did a little bit of panel lining in this mouth area just to add that little bit of detail in there. But yeah, as for his parts that it comes with, make sure he's just on there properly. So a cool little effect, as you guys probably saw from the pictures that you just saw, you get his little foot piece for his rider kick. And I don't know if the camera's gonna pick this up at all. It wants to focus, but it does have his little Kuuga mark right there at the foot of it. And then of course we get a decent assortment of hands like usual. So of course we got like ones for if you wanted to kind of just be resting on his belt. We got the standard fist, and then of course we got Kuuga's iconic thumbs up, which is definitely really cool. But yeah, so yeah, it's definitely, like I said, this is a really, if you're wanting more of a simple build or something that's going to be easy, just to kind of relax and build, it's not too complicated, this is definitely a good one, because like I said, this was just super chill. Nothing difficult about it. It's just kind of like, hey, relax, just put them together within a few hours. But yeah, like I said, the only thing you really got to be careful with if you're doing panel lining is basically be really careful when you're doing it on the gold paint, because that will, if you try to rub your finger on it, it will definitely rub off really easy. So yeah, I don't know if it's just something with how they do their paint, but that is literally the only gripe I had. But like I said, that ended up turning into a happy accident on his collar, because the black markings with a little bit of silver actually ended up looking pretty cool. So I was like, alright, I'll allow it. That's actually pretty sick. Alright, so that's about it for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Like I said, yeah, this is definitely a pretty easy one. I think, as far as I remember, he's fairly inexpensive. So this is definitely a fun one if you are a fan of Kamen Rider, or if you just want to try out one of these models just for the heck of it. It's a pretty simple one to put together. But yeah, all in all, that's about it for this video. I don't know why I almost said in video, but that's about it for this video. But yeah, if you guys did like this video, maybe sure to hit that like button. And if you're new here and maybe like this kind of content, maybe hit the subscribe button. As always, I thank you guys for watching, and I will catch you guys later.